There we go. So I just hit, there we go. Now we got recording in progress. Hey, thanks for tuning in to the GotBuusted podcast. Today is the 23rd of January, 2023, and we are talking with Irena. Hi.
Hi.
And
Nice
where
to
are
see
you
you.
at? Thank you. You too. And where are you located again? Like what's Georgia, wasn't it?
We're in Georgia, like about
Right.
40 miles from Atlanta.
Yeah, I've been there a few times. I used to live in Central South Carolina. I think we talked about that.
Mhm.
But I mean, you're in the networking space too, right? Like you're meeting people all the time. Is kind of a benefit for your journey to find different people in different niches, and then you can connect people like I do. But your stuff intrigued me that you invest in house, or not, you don't invest in houses, you buy turnkey houses and then you find tenants. So it's like you're purchasing a house that's ready to go, and then it's like real estate investing basically, right? I mean, you guys got a couple properties. What have you guys got? Like how many?
We have six. We actually have six properties.
Okay.
We always wanted to invest in real estate like for years, but
Yeah.
I'm a registered nurse. My husband's a physical therapist. We had two kids, and it's just like you don't have time, right?
Right.
And to deal with toilets and termites and tenants.
Exactly.
And just like a little over 4 years ago, we just learned, we became part of the community that does turnkey rentals. And I had no idea this exists. But basically, yes, we own the houses. And it's a done for you model where you have the companies that buy houses that need major renovations, and they buy them pretty cheap. They put thousands of dollars in them, right? They completely renovate them, new roofs, new air conditioning, kitchens, floors, bathrooms. They make them look beautiful, smell beautiful, and they sell it to investors. And then they find the tenants, they pre-qualify them, they collect rent, they collect, deposits. And if there are any repairs that need to be done, I mean, we own the houses, so we obviously have to pay for it, but we don't have to physically do any of the repairs. I basically just, approve or question. All our properties are 6 hours away, they're in a different state. So half of them we bought online. People think like, are you crazy? But we did our due diligence. We went there 3 times. We attended the tours. We saw the houses. We saw the quality. We met the team, right? You develop trust. And then I don't need to be there because all the houses will be the same. The model, the renovation, the quality of work. So that's kind of what we're doing. It's called turnkey real estate.
Okay.
Or it's done for you.
So other people can actually get involved with these companies just like you did, right?
Absolutely. There are many of them in different states. And it's usually for people that are busy professionals, okay, people maybe that have careers, people maybe that they know that there's a lot like real estate can offer, but they just don't want to deal with it. Another thing is, I don't know like about where you are, but like I know people that live in California, people that live in New York, there's no cash flow. The prices are so high that you cannot buy a house and rent it and then have the money left, right? After you pay mortgage company, after you pay like your loan, after you pay expenses like taxes and insurance and the property management fee, we usually have a few $100s left. That's what the cash flow is. Like if you live in California, if you live in New York, the prices are too high. You don't have it. Plus, another thing is, I know those states are not landlord friendly. Like I was talking to someone from Detroit yesterday, and he has duplex, and people have not been paying for 2 years. Those parts, there's nothing he can do. He cannot evict them. He owns the house. He can't do anything.
Wow, really?
Apparently, that's the law in that either state or county or city where they live. There is nothing that he can do for 2 years. He's paying mortgage. He has people living in his house in 2 different parts of duplex, and there's nothing he can do. So that's why a lot of times you invest in different states, not in your backyard, but in different states. And there are some states where it makes sense, where you have big cash flow, where the prices are still in low hundreds, where it's very landlord-friendly states. So that's what we've been doing.
Right. And you said most of them are like 6 hours away from you that you have?
Yes. Yes, all our properties are in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay. Nice.
maybe 4 or 5 hours away. I mean, it's a drive. It's not something that they're going to run to change the light bulb or, if they have a problem. And honestly, I'm too busy. I don't want to hear from the tenants. I don't want to be on call. So this is the way I am all after passive income, after, owning businesses, but not working in the business. So my responsibility is to pay the mortgage and make sure that our houses have insurance. Again, it's all provided. Even like our turnkey providers, they work with the same insurance company that insures hundreds and thousands of houses that they manage for investors, and we get the best rate. Like we have a guy who does our personal insurances for our cars and our house. He's like, he can get the same prices because they insure thousands of homes that they manage. So you get benefits of being part of the team.
Yeah, bulk rate. Yeah, absolutely.
That's how we started our investment. And then you learn what other people are doing. And we got into automated Amazon store, very similar, where we own the store, but we don't do anything. We have professional team, people that have years and years of experience in e-commerce, and they build stores for investors. So again, that's another passive income stream.
Right.
And I became an advisor for this company. So this is my side hustle that generates me significantly higher income than my RN job, and also gives me opportunity, like you mentioned, networking with people, because you learn so much. You learn so much what people are doing, who is doing what, especially in investment field. That's my biggest passion, right? How to make money work for you rather than you work for them. And you learn it from networking with other investors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's been very interesting experience. And then I met another girl who was interested in the Amazon store, and we talked, and she does Airbnb arbitrage, something I've never heard about. And next thing I know, we invested in Airbnb arbitrage units. So again, this is her business. She does it for investors. She runs this unit. So this is our third passive income stream, and I'm just looking for more. And talked to other guys last night about syndications, and it's like there's so many opportunities, but the networking, it's so powerful. You learn so much.
What's syndications?
Syndications is when you have companies that buy multifamily. Let's say they buy apartment complex, or maybe they buy like a hotel that needs renovations, and we're talking about like big projects, right? Like $1 million or $500,000, 2 million, 5 million, depending on the size, right? It can be a huge apartment complex. It can be like hotel that they turn into the apartments. And obviously they need a lot of money to manage these projects, right? Like to renovate them. So they need people, they need investors. So people that are doing the project actively, they're syndicators. And the investment is called syndication, where again, we're just like silent investors, where we put the money, right? They use the money to renovate, and then 2-3 years later, they sell it and we get our profits. Or they might refinance and they pay the investors. So that's called syndications.
So you're like a private investor.
Yeah, sort of. I'm actually talking to a guy tomorrow because I saw him. He is from our real estate community, and I saw him selling his single family homes. And he's like, I'm getting into multifamily. I'm like, okay, talk to me about it. So we have a call tomorrow. So because I asked him, like, is this syndications? And he goes, you can be JP and JV. I'm like, I don't know what it is.
Joint venture.
I'm gonna learn tomorrow. But yeah, something like something. But basically, that's what it is. It's basically investing in these projects because they need the money to have the projects, right, to make the renovations. And they call it silent investor. Like you said, yes, it's kind of like, I mean, another passive income. So we'll see what I learn tomorrow. That's maybe the next step. But I'm very passionate about working or making money work for you rather than you work for the money. Obviously, you have to work for the money first, right? Because you have to have the money to invest. I just spoke with another woman who is very interested in the automated Amazon store, and she lives near Glacier National Park, and they have several cabins, and they also rent cars. And I'm like, what a great idea, right? Like if I fly there and I need to to move from place to place, I'm obviously going to be renting a car. So I have to find a place to stay, then I have to find the rental company. This is like all in one. That's like phenomenal, right? Like and they meet you at the airport, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
So you're learning, and I'm like, okay, I want your contact because we've been talking about going there. So that's what I love about networking. It's not
Right.
necessarily just like making your business and making, lots of money in commissions, but it's like exchanging the services, offering something that other people may be looking for, right? And then learning what other people are doing and benefiting yourself and others.
Exactly. It's
Like
so
we
cool how you can
connect.
find so many different options by networking.
I know, like I'm very, very interested, and you actually, you need to be after me because I am very interested in trying your products. I just don't have time to sit down and read and research. But I'm like,
don't
I
even
want to
worry
try it.
about the research, honestly. I mean,
Just
you
go for it,
can,
right?
but just buy it, receive it, put it on. And I mean, and if you and your husband want to get on the call, I can do the demo with you guys over the call.
No, I'm perfect. I don't need him. I make my own decisions.
Yeah.
I want to try myself. I want that product that you were talking about for like athletes, or absolutely. I'll just need, like you said, send me the invoice, right? Show me where to pay, and I'll pay. Because
we can work that out after the call.
Yeah, because when you network, you establish this relationship, right, where you trust people. And like you said, I don't need the research. I'm talking about like I need to go and find where to pay and what to order. So for me, it's like, why don't I just tell you? You know what I need. You know what my goals are. Right? You send me the link to pay, and then I'll trust you, and I'm willing to try.
I could literally do your order over a call.
Please, yes, because that's what networking is about. Like we already spoke a few times, right? Like you're obviously very knowledgeable, right? You already presented to me. I don't need to go and research. So like I trust you. And that's how people do like with us, right? Like either it's rental properties, or it's Amazon store, or Airbnb arbitrage, or they come to me right now because we already spend so much time and energy to learn all these systems, right? And learning more and more and more, that I have so much to share for someone that is in my shoes, like where I was 5 years ago, where I was like clueless and W2 employee, exchanging time for money and constantly working overtime and having no free time at all to do anything.
And a lot of people, I understand that they see the whole trading time for money thing. And what a lot of people don't realize is it's not so much about the money. Money is just a tool. What you're doing is you're creating time freedom. Options. And that's the part that people are really going after, because nobody necessarily wants to be stuck in a 40-hour-a-week job, 9 to 5, and then getting 40% of that income after 20 years or so of doing that. That's not the mold that everybody necessarily wants to fit into.
Yeah. My best friend, she's OBGYN, right? And she's making close to $500,000. But she works 70, 80 hours a week. She's like, I hate my life. That's your words. I hate my life, because she has no time to spend with her children, with her parents that are getting older every year. And she's like, I don't need this money. I don't have time to spend the money. So you're exactly right. We've been so slammed at work I do telehealth. So we've been so slammed with the calls that in the months of December and January, this is our like the most busiest one. We cover for like thousands of offices across the country, doctors' offices, colleges, universities. So, Christmas, right? Everyone is on vacation, all colleges and student health closed. So our volume doubles and triples and quadruples, of course. So in the months of December and January, anyone who wants to pick up extra hours, they get double pay.
Really?
Plus, we have a bonus, which translates to another $25 an hour after so many hours. So I can literally sit at home. I work at home. Right. Sit at home. I can pick up an hour, 2, 3. It's 24/7 service anytime I have time, and make close to $100 an hour. I have not picked up a single hour. Do you know why? I don't need to, because I would rather spend time. I enjoy myself, right? I would go to the gym. I spend time with our grown children. I would go and visit my parents. I dance. So I would rather have extra dance lessons, extra practice at home, rather than exchanging time for money, no matter how much money it is. Like I said, my friend, she's making, I don't know, what is it, $200-$300 an hour, probably, right? Being OBGYN at least.
Yeah.
It's still, she has no time. She's constantly exhausted. She does not see her family. And it's like, money cannot buy time freedom. I mean,
Yeah,
it can, like, not exchanging, but when you have the multiple streams of income, that's when you get the time freedom, not
exactly.
when you keep exchanging time for money.
And then you're probably familiar with this whole thing. Like they say that the average millionaire has 7 streams of income, and you see these
Correct.
people trying to build them all at the same time. It don't really work that way. I mean,
Yeah,
you almost
yeah,
got to get one going. All right, cool. Get the next one
absolutely,
going. Cool. Next one going. Cool. But
absolutely.
you see a
You
lot of
need,
these people trying to spread themselves too thin.
yeah, and that's a very, very good point. I have like right now, I became an advisor for this company that built an automated Amazon stores,
Yeah.
and that's my focus, right? I
Right.
build this team, and I do lots of sales myself, and I also trade options. And I have one of my advisors who brand new, and she's like, "Oh, I want to do this and this." I'm like, "No, get one under control, right? Know what you're doing,
Mhm.
generate some sales, be comfortable, because you're still in the learning process. Because if you spread yourself too thin, you're going to become frustrated
Yeah.
and you won't be successful. So,
Yeah.
and I pass a lot of opportunities. I'm like, okay, this, yeah, I probably would like enjoy doing this, but just concentrate on one thing, two maximum, right? Especially if it's new, I would just suggest one at a time.
It's
Do
like
you
trying to
want?
chase more than one rabbit at a time. You're not
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
catch either one.
exactly, exactly. Get it down to, where you're comfortable, where you see the results, then add something else. The same with investments. Like, if you spread yourself too thin and everything, you're going to get frustrated, because even if it's passive investments, you need to know what's going on. You need to know where you're putting your money in, right? You need to educate yourself how it works. Nothing is perfect. No matter where you put your money, no matter what you do, relationship, business, you're going to have some bumps in the road, right? Nothing is just a straight line. Nothing is like
Yeah.
pink. And so you're always going to have some difficulties on the way, and the better educated you are, the better you will be able to manage whatever it is. Like our houses, right now we're going through an empty house for 2 months, but you need to know, you need to be ready for this. You need to have some reserves. It's first time it happened in 4 years. It's unfortunately the Christmas season, and people don't move. So we're gonna have somebody within 2 weeks, but you have to bear it. And if you, let's say, just jump in the house and didn't know all of what can go wrong, and not ready for this, you
Yeah.
would be very disappointed, very stressed, right? Very disappointed,
Yeah.
financially not prepared. The same with any business. So just get one thing under control, get it down, as much as you can. You can't predict everything, but
Right.
just to the point that it's comfortable, right? You know what you're doing, then add something else. But you're exactly right. The seven streams of income. That's what I heard too many, many, many times. I watched this video by a guy, I believe it's called Minority Mindset. And that's what he said. He said, invest, like have 7 streams of income, or
You
invest
said
in
what
7 streams.
mindset?
Minority Mindset.
Minority mindset?
I believe this is the channel. And he
I
said,
don't think I've
invest in
heard of that
seven.
one yet.
Yeah, he has a lot of videos on YouTube, but he says, invest in 7 things and you never have to work again. And that's what he's talking about. He's talking about like rentals. He's talking about like own a business. Don't necessarily manage a business. That's what we do with Amazon. We don't,
Yeah.
we own it, but we don't manage it, right?
Right.
And then stocks and crypto and, some other things,
Right.
because of the economic cycle, how it goes. Like remember during COVID, right? Real estate, people were not paying rent. Like so many, we were lucky, knock on wood, we were lucky. Even we went through COVID and did not have a missed payment from any of the tenants. But I have a friend, she has 12 doors or 12 houses,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
We call doors.
Yeah. You call it
And she
12
was
doors. Yeah.
yeah, and she was collecting $200 from 12 of them because no one was paying.
Yeah.
But e-commerce was on fire, stock market was on fire, right? Look at it right now. Real
Right.
estate is on fire, e-commerce is on fire, stock market is underwater. So if you only have like one stream of income, especially if you're exchanging time for money, what if something happens to you?
Yeah.
What if you're sick and you can't work?
Right.
So that was a very eye-opening to me a few years ago when we were introduced to passive income. And now I'm obsessed. It's like, okay, where else can I put my money in to make more
Right.
money?
Yeah. Absolutely. So what kind of people do you have any particular people you like to network with, or what kind of people you're looking to bring into your circle?
Yes, most of them are really people like investors with an open mind,
Okay.
right? That they most of my friends are nurses and physical therapists, healthcare professionals
Yeah,
that
you're in your husband's circle, yeah.
Yeah. So we never knew how to invest. They don't teach you in school how to run business or how to invest.
Yeah.
So all we know is, go to work. The only way to make extra money is to pick up extra
Right.
shifts, right? Exchange time for money, put your money in 401k and
Mhm.
for 40 years and work for 40 plus years, right? And hope that
Yeah.
you will save enough and hope that the stock market will not crash right
Right.
before you have to retire. That's all we knew.
Yeah.
So when we learn about the cash flow, the more important than the net worth, like, I mean, this is like Robert Kiyosaki one-on-one, right? Save
Yeah.
us or lose it.
I was thinking you
Cash
said cash
flow,
flow, and I was like, Robert Kiyosaki.
cash flow is the key. And yes, so
Yeah.
that's when we started like investing. So right now, when I represent the company with the automated Amazon, my target audience is the investors, the people that already have real estate, people that already have businesses, people
Yeah.
that are looking for ways to put their money because the returns is insane in e-commerce. I mean, we're making significantly higher ROI than even real estate or um, syndications or something else.
Yeah.
But these are the people that I would love to talk to because they are already out of that box.
Yeah.
They completely have
They're
different
looking for stuff to
mentality.
do with their money.
Yes, yes. I don't need to convince somebody that this is the way that you should have more than one income, that you
Right.
should have multiples. I don't have to convince people that they're like, oh, we're afraid to lose money, but they don't realize that they're keeping their money in the bank on the savings account and they're losing every single month. They're losing
Yeah.
money, especially now because of the inflation, right?
Yeah.
So I was trying to help like my nurses friends. It's like, okay, guys, I can show you how to make extra income if you want to have a side hustle, working on your phone, as
Yeah.
little as you want, as much as you want from anywhere in the world, as long as you have internet connection.
Right.
And no, they would rather go and exchange time for money, which is, I
Yep.
mean, yeah, some people love their jobs, and I love my job, honestly. I mean,
Yeah.
I love what I do, but you want to have a job if you want to have a job
Yeah.
because you love it, because you want to do it, not because you have to pay the bills. This is the
Yeah.
biggest. Like I don't think I want to walk away completely from nursing,
Yeah.
but like I said, I don't want to work overtime. And as a matter
Yeah.
of fact, I want to maybe go part-time, right?
I'm
Because
the
there's so
same.
many other things I
I'm
want
the
to do.
same way. I don't want to give up trucking. I just want to have my, income in other ways because I actually really enjoy the trucking.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's where this freedom comes from, right? The
Right.
financial freedoms come from that you work because you love to work, right? Because
Exactly.
you enjoy what you do. Like I absolutely love networking.
Yeah.
I absolutely love talking to people, and I don't get paid unless they invest and make commissions. But I just truly enjoy talking to them and learning who's doing what, right? Because I benefit, and lots of times I offer them the opportunity that they're looking, and it's like a win-win for both of us.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, that's the people that I honestly love networking the most is
Right.
people that are already investors, people that are looking to diversify their investment portfolio because I have a phenomenal product to offer them. But at
Yeah.
the same time, I have a great opportunity to learn what they're doing.
Mhm.
Like I just talked to this woman, right? And she's renting cars, and I'm thinking, we have a boat. Why can't I do the same, right? We're like
Yeah.
5 minutes from the lake. Why can't I do the same when we don't
Yeah.
use it, right?
Renting
I'm
out
like,
your property. Yeah. Like your boat and
yeah,
stuff. Well, heck,
absolutely.
that's what Robert Kiyosaki talks about doing. His yacht is a rental. Like he
Yeah,
rents it out. I know somebody that
exactly.
rents out their beach house when they're not using it. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So you just guess, but I just never thought about the boat. And I'm like, wow, this is so clear. People rent that. And, I just learned about this. What is it called? It's where you can rent your car when you don't use it.
Turo?
Like she had, what is it?
Turo?
Yes.
Turo? Yeah.
Yeah, never heard about it, but I'm like, wow, that's another
Yeah.
way, right, to make money. How many people have maybe cars that like sometimes like I used to work like when you're a nurse like work 12-hour shifts in the hospital, and I mean you obviously need a way to come home,
Right.
but I have friends that like can walk home from the hospital. I'm like, wow, they can rent it for a day or two, three while they work, right, 2 3
Yeah.
days in a row, and if they have payment, that basically the car will be paid by somebody who's renting it.
I've seen
Actually, I
where
learned from the
I've seen where
nurses.
people buy cars just to put them on Turo. And they don't even drive them themselves. And they're like
Yeah,
they do this with supercars and stuff living down in like Miami.
yeah, why not?
Because people come to
There's
town, they want to drive something cool and they don't want to have all the attachments of owning it or It's probably cheaper than a rental service, isn't it? Like another rental service?
Probably, I would think so. Like I know, like I mean, we have a boat, right? It's sitting there. Either I drive it or not, I still have to
Yep.
pay to the marina, and I'm like, yeah, I'm willing to give it half price of what the other company, like a big companies
Right.
are doing. And it's like it's gonna help people, and it's gonna help me.
Yeah.
It's like we both win.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But it opens your mind, right? Like when you start networking with people, when you start investing, it's like Robert Kiyosaki, like you're constantly thinking about, okay, what can I buy as an asset rather than liability?
To pay for
And
what you
right
want.
now,
Yeah.
yeah, right now the boat has been liability, right? But I
Yeah.
can turn it to be an asset, and I can
Right.
still enjoy it.
Exactly.
People enjoy it, I enjoy it, but it also will be money producing. And even if it doesn't make me like tons of money, it will cover my rent. It will cover like maintenance, right?
Right.
Or not the rent, the what is it
Exactly.
called? The spa that we at the marina, right? I guess it's
Right.
called rent. So I'm like, wow, that's phenomenal. And it's
Exactly.
like now I'm looking at everything. It's like, okay, before you buy it, like, is it liability or can it be an asset?
Right. I really wish I had gotten into the entrepreneurial mindset so much earlier in my life,
Yeah.
because I didn't start on that. I didn't, okay. My journey on entrepreneurship, I'd say it started probably in 2012 with my first business that I got into, and it was network marketing. But that's one of the best ways to learn is if you can find the right mentorship, the right product, the right, the right, what am I thinking? The right market. That's a great learning experience if you get the right people.
Absolutely. I just got off a call like we have in our company. um it's basically network marketing, right?
Yeah.
And we have the mindset coach and we have the business coach, and I just got off the call
Right.
with our mindset coach. Like we have Mondays and Thursdays, anyone is welcome to attend, and it's just such a great way to learn not just the business. Like he does not talk about the business, it's about yourself, right?
Right.
Because I learned so
Mindset.
much. Never done sales. I hated sales. I tried multi-level
Yeah.
marketing before, and I'm like, I couldn't sell anything because I never believed in the product. I never had
Yeah.
like coaching. I wasn't passionate about what they were offering. But it changes so much when you believe in product, when you benefit from
Exactly.
product. And yes, you just learn the skills, and it's been phenomenal for me.
Right.
And something I can offer. Like I'm honestly building a team of nurses. Like I have 3 nurses on my team. I have a couple of others, but the 3 nurses, they're like, I don't know, either is their work ethics or the attitude, or everyone is like so burned out from nursing and looking for some other ways to supplement and maybe replace their income. But I'm like, we're building the nursing team.
Yeah.
But it's just been so rewarding to see where people can stay home. Like one girl has a young child and she was able to cut your hours, right? And work around your child's schedule. When he's napping, she's working 2 to 3 hours a day. And I'm like, it's rewarding to me to see too, because we're truly changing lives. And she just invested in the Amazon store. She's like, I really can walk away from nursing, between my side hustle and between the profits from the store was a passive income for her.
Yeah.
And then she's like, and then I have these profits and I can put in something else and buy more and more assets. I'm like, yep,
Right.
that's the way it's gone. And even if she may
Snowballs.
not be nursing completely, maybe just like
If
part-time
she wants to,
PRN.
yeah.
Exactly, but she will be more with your child, right? And she's planning to have another child, so that's like a phenomenal opportunity.
Right.
Like you said, time freedom, choices, freedom of choices. That's what
Exactly.
these multiple streams of income give us.
Yeah. I'm so glad, like when I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I still need to read Cash Flow, but I got to do audiobooks because if I do regular books, I analyze the written so much that the content just goes over my head. It's like they
I,
misspelled that, they put double space in there, they didn't know it, and then I get to the end and I was like, wait, what did I just read?
yeah, Audibles has been phenomenal because like today I compete in ballroom, right? So today I had my dance lesson. That's a good 45 minute drive. And I was stuck in traffic in
Yeah.
Atlanta traffic in over an hour. So, and I listened, yes, I started listening Miracle Morning.
Miracle Morning.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's another book that I've had so many coaches recommend. So I just started listening to it yesterday. And yeah, it's like 2.5 hours today I was able to do while I'm in my car.
Yeah.
I do it when I do laundry, right? I do it when I cook. So
Right.
I do listen. I was able to go through the book so much faster than trying to read. And that's another thing that I learned. Like, I am not a big reader. I never had a passion for reading. And for years and years, I was reading like kids' books, right, for children. But that's something that has changed a lot. Like I said, I listen, I don't read, but I try to do one book a week. That's my goal, depending on the book. But I try to do 3 to 4 books a month. And the audibles have been phenomenal for this. It's like I go to the gym, like I drive to the gym 15 minutes, okay, 15 minutes there, 15 minutes back, right? 30 minutes you can listen. And then like I do classes, so I can't listen during classes, but like if you own some exercise equipment, you can listen.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of listening to the news that really does not get you anywhere.
Exactly.
Or some like crimes that happen in Atlanta, or some politics. Listen to motivational books. Listen to Robert Kiyosaki. Listen to Tony Robbins, right? Listen to people that will lift you, people that motivate you, people that will guide you, successful people. Exactly. And this is honestly, that's what this entrepreneurship and networking, this is the best. I mean, in addition to thousands and thousands of dollars that I made in commissions, to me, the biggest transformation is my mindset. It's not the money, because the money, like you mentioned, is just a tool. But the mindset, you can have a lot of money, but if your mind not where it needs to be, I don't think you'll be able to achieve anything.
Yeah. One thing I heard of several years ago was, like, you can be a great athlete, but all it takes is one injury and that's gone. Nobody can take away your mindset.
Nope. That Miracle Morning book, at the very beginning, it starts, he tells the story where he was in his 20s. He was 20. I don't think even not in 20s. I think he was exactly 20 years old, or maybe young, early 20s. And he was doing marketing and sales, and he was making tons of money. He had a beautiful girlfriend. He was like driving sport car, very, very expensive car. And they were returning from some event, and they had a car accident, in a horrible car accident. So the girlfriend left him. He was like in a coma for a while. So I just started listening. So I don't know what the story, but like you said, a second like this can change your life, and can change your career way, right? Can change your either it's an athletic career, either it's your professional career. We cannot depend on that one source of income, especially the biggest income.
Right. Cool.
Yeah, it's been.
Was there anything else you wanted to discuss? Otherwise, we only got about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left of this.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone is interested in any passive income streams, I would love to network with them. I would love to show them the way. Anyone is looking for a side hustle where they can make $6,000 to $10,000 per sale with with daily coaching, mindset coach, and a business coach. Feel free to send me a message on. I'm on Facebook. Feel direct message, and I'll be glad to get on a quick call and show you the way. And if it's for you, it's great. If it's not for you, the biggest, what I would encourage everyone is just to start working on themselves. Investment in yourself is number one. Before you invest any money in anything, you need to invest in yourself. And I didn't know it. I didn't realize it until just recently, and it's been life-changing.
Yeah. Well, I'll collect some more details on this stuff so that we can put that in the description, because this is going to go on YouTube, get shared on Facebook. I'll tag you when I put that out. But other than that, it's been a pleasure talking with you tonight. I really appreciate you taking your time to educate us on your different income streams and just mindset in general, because it's so refreshing meeting people and talking with them that I don't know. I'm kind of feeling a buzz here because I'm in the whole entrepreneurial what do I want to say, conversation. So, but I appreciate you guys watching, and I will catch you guys later on a future episode of GotBuusted Podcast. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.